Hey guys, welcome to Bowling Soul. So if you're watching this video, it's probably like 5 minutes have elapsed since the last video I just did, which was showing the ultimate one stick from Eastern Woods Outdoors. And then I said I was going to do a video on rappelling. Now, I did rappelling down from one sticking last year. I did I tried it a few times. I didn't really like it because I didn't have the right setup. And I did a video on it, got a lot of comments about it. Well, I'm going to give it another shot. I'm going to do it this year. So, the reason to rappel is going up one sticking is not a problem. Coming back down one sticking is a major pain in the ass. So it's easier when you just go up and you just kind of rappel down, bring your stuff, and then out you go. Well, I'm going to try different. I've got stuff laid out a little bit differently now. So I'm actually going to do rappel down with what's called a munter hitch, and you guys can look how to do that hitch. I'm not here to teach you how to do that hitch because it's you know, you don't want to screw it up. So I don't want to be liable for it. So anything you see here, you know, this is just informational. I'm not teaching how to do a munter hitch, but it's backed up by an auto block, which is like an extra friction hitch so, to be able to come down. Now, a lot of guys in the saddle hunting world, they're using the Madrock Safeguard, and it is a descender ascender device. First of all, they're pretty expensive. They're like 80, 90 bucks. That's not the issue. At least for me, it wasn't. But they're out of stock. But also, I'm using 8mm Oplux rope, and that is not rated for Oplux. It's rated for rescue, but not for rigging or something. I don't really know the definitions, but I know lots of people use them. Everybody uses it with Oplux 8mm, whatever. But I just didn't want to have to carry around extra stuff for mechanical things. You know what I mean? I already have the carabiners. So I'm just going to do it kind of the old school way, and I've done it a couple times now, and I really like it. So my main tether here is, you know, Oplux, right? I got like almost 30 feet of it, meaning I got 25 feet of it after the loop, you know, for the tree, for the tether. And you guys know that I run 2 bridges and two tethers. This is just a shorter one. It's like 7 foot, something like that. And if you look, I mean, they're totally in line with one another. They don't, you know, it's for redundancy. I feel better that way. Some people think it's stupid. Well, you can go ahead and think it's stupid. I don't care. It's my ass in the air. So I run 2 tethers, not while climbing. I climb with the one. But when I'm up there and just kind of hanging, I do the 2 tethers, 2 bridges. Nothing clangs into each other because the bridge lengths are different. They're offset. So, you know, I kind of got it. Sorry, I kind of got it twisted around here. I probably shouldn't be showing you it that way. But either way, I kind of did this quickly. But either way, the way I got all this set up is I don't really have to worry about, well, anything really. I mean, I feel pretty safe. I feel pretty secure. I still have lots of maneuverability. But the point is, I've got an extra tether up there, so that when I start to do and unhitch my main tether to be able to do the munter hitch and put it all together and then start coming back down, I still have something supporting me up there. So, you know, while I'm fitzing around with a loose main tether. The main tether, like I said, is like, you know, it's almost like 20-25 feet to the ground. I'll probably shorten that because I don't ever go up any higher than like 16-18 feet anyway. But so the way I'm going to do this is pretend I'm actually at height right now, and I'm ready to come down. Well, what I like to do, and this may seem kind of fiddly to you guys before I even start, you're going to say, well, just get the safeguard. It's a lot quicker. Just you pull the lever and down you go. I understand. I just kind of want to do it this way. So I like Prusiks. I like actual ropes and knots and things like that. So anyway, so while I'm up there, I actually have another carabiner that's on my left side. Okay, so this is going to be my carabiner for my auto block, and I'm going to set it up on my side here. Now I'm going to lower the camera, and I will show you what's going on down here when I get everything set up. But I can't get it all on frame in one shot. So so I'm ready to go. So now here I am with this is going to be the one that's going to support me up top. So I loosen this one up. Okay, so I'm still hanging off of one tether, right? This is still main tether. This is going to be the one that I climb with. This is the long one right here. I know the ropes kind of look the same because they are the same. So I have no more use for this Prusik now. So this Prusik is going to get untied. I'm going to take this, untie the Prusik, And if you don't know how to do this, if it's too fiddly for you guys, I totally understand you doing something else or using like a black diamond ATC or what have you, okay? But I don't mind tying this stuff. Then I'm gonna actually move this. So this was tied into a Prusik, but I'm actually gonna tie an auto block, okay? Which is another type of friction hitch. Kind of wraps around a few times. Again, if you don't know how to tie an auto block, go learn. I'm not here to teach you for it. Don't want the liability, okay? So here's gonna be my auto block. Now an auto block is not something that you can hang from in a Prusik, like you can with a Prusik. They're a little different. I don't know if you can see the, okay? This one grips very tight. This one, not nearly as tight, but when you put hand pressure on it, you let it go, it allows the rope to slide through. This will still catch, but it's not gonna hold my entire weight, okay? So this is gonna kind of be down, clip down here, out of the way, all right? Now, the main carabiner that I was originally hanging from here with that black rope, okay? I'm going to tie a munter. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, fold it over. And I'm gonna have that on the wide end over here. Okay, so here's gonna be my munter hitch, okay? And they always say the leg of this needs to go down this side, not toward the gate side, okay? That's my munter hitch. And that is gonna get hooked to my bridge. And I'm actually gonna use my longer bridge for that. I'll show you why. Okay, so that's gonna be right there. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lower this camera and I'm gonna show you what's going on lower. Okay, so here's what I got going on. I've got my munter here. Close that gate. Got my munter here on this one. I'm still hanging off my backup. And down here, I've got the auto block and a carabiner. Now this whole contraption is just basically for me to grab with my hand and take tension off of. Now you can descend with a munter hitch if you're a rock climber, all that kind of stuff, okay? But they always say you need some sort of backup. With the munter hitch, if you take this and you go like that, okay, the tag end, and you leave it up, that's gonna act as a brake. But if this ever gets away from you, you're going to the ground before you catch it. It's not worth it, okay? So don't do it. Always block it up, back it up with an auto block like this. So I'm up in the air now still. I'm still hanging on my backup tether. What I do then, I loosen up. Okay, it's kind of hard to loosen a Prusik. Okay, I loosen up my backup tether, but before I disconnect, I put weight on this one, the one I'm gonna descend with, okay? Put weight on this one. Make sure this isn't gonna slip. Now I used it on my longer bridge here because it gives me more distance between the auto block and this carabiner, because you don't want these two to crash into each other, because if you do, this will actually just not act as a brake. It will constantly push on this, and then this rope will come through. It won't do what it's supposed to do, okay? So now that I'm secure and I know that I'm still hanging with this with my backup tether can come off. And I don't ever toss this to the ground just in case, because I already, you know, no matter if something happens in the air, and I need like 2 ropes to get down, kind of shimmy my way down. So this is my backup tether, right? This just gets clipped to my lineman's loop on my left side, no biggie. Now I'm hanging like this. This is munter hitch with an auto block. And I am actually gonna climb without any, and I'll do the, I'll just show, you know, me descending without any audio probably. I don't know if you can hear me up there, but I wanna show you how this is set up, okay? So then when you're ready to go down, you need to push against the tree, or you can hang if you wanna bang your knees into it. And then all you really do is make sure you gotta hold on this. And a lot of times I'll even hold on this just in case too, okay? And you let go, you give some slack. Okay? That is a munter. That's how you descend relatively safely. Now, there is a munter and what they also call a super munter, okay, which adds even more friction. I've tried it both ways, and the munter is more than enough, backed up by an auto block, to bring you down safely. The super munter I found is way too much friction. Makes it a lot more difficult to come down easily and smoothly. This is more than enough, but again, you need to know what you're doing. You got to tie it properly. And I'm never going to tell you to do something that's out of your comfort zone. So if rappelling is not for you, or if you want to use the Mad Rock Safeguard or any of that stuff, that's 100% fine. I already have all these carabiners with me. I'm not carrying anything extra because I already, like I said, I already have my backup tether. So I have a backup up there, you know, while I'm getting all this set up to be able to come down on my main line. So I'm not disconnected in any, for any amount of time at all from the tree. And I already have the carabiners. I've got everything else. And the only kind of extra fiddling I need to do is with this black 6mm cordelette. This is the Beal cordelette. Very strong. It's the same material as this Beal jammy. Here, same material as this Beal jammy. Okay, it's just a different color. I think it's rated to like 22, 25 kilonewtons, something like that. So the only kind of extra fiddling I need to do is when I'm hanging off of this, I have to disconnect it, untie it, untie my Prusik, which again, this is a Prusik. And I have to untie this because they're both Prusiks up there that I'm hanging from, and then retie it as an auto block hitch, which is different. Again, you can look all that up. Go look at mountaineering channels, go look at other rappel or one sticking or tree saddle hunting channels, that sort of thing. So this I found to be very easy to do. You do it a couple times, it's not very fiddly. So I'm gonna actually climb. I'm gonna get up a little bit here, and then I'll actually hopefully get everything in frame, and then I'll show you me coming down from this tree from up there. If I leave it like that, you can probably see me, I hope. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna be up there, not too high, and then I'll just show you how quickly I can stop myself or come down. So give me a couple minutes. All right, so I'm coming down now. I could stop midway, take this off. Toss my stick down. If I let go, I'm good, right? Just light pressure. And I'm down. All right, there you have it. So that was the second time I did that, actually, because the first time I did that rappelling down, I was all the way up, and I got a phone call, scam phone call. You know, I was really pissed because I'm shooting this on my phone, and I had to climb back up there and redo all of this. So so now I've got this paracord that I'm going to use to pull down my rope. Ta-da! Base of the tree, real easy. Now they have like stiffer cords and stuff for this. I'm just using paracord. I've just got one of these little Night Eyes deals, and I hook it. I'll show you on this. This is my backup one, but I hook it. I've tried actually doing this through the girth hitch, and I find that when this goes in like this jams in here against the bark, and it makes it difficult for the other rope coming through. See, my finger's the rope, to slide through. It doesn't do that very well. So what I've done is I've got my figure 8 on a bite over here, right, for my girth hitch, but I've got a stopper knot over here to back this up, because, you know, safety. So what I actually end up doing is I do it through there, okay? And this is my bow pull-up rope. It just stays in my pocket here on the side, a little pouch. And, you know, when I'm done, when I can, you know, lower my bow, or most of the time I just kind of toss my bow, but I can lower my bow with one end of this. It goes to the ground. Sorry, it's kind of clipped to my pocket pouch here. And then the other end of this can stay up top. And then when I come down, I just yank this down, and it actually pulls. So the only thing going through here is this rope. So I'm pulling this, and I'm pulling out. Now, by the way, I'm not using this one. This has a stopper knot because this is my shorter 7-foot tether. The other one does not have a stopper knot on it because it goes all the way to the ground, okay? This has a stopper knot on it so that, you know, if you slip or whatever, and, you know, it goes 3-4 feet, then it stops, and you're not falling while you're still up in the air. The longer rope, like I said, goes all the way to the ground. I mean, it reaches from all the way up to the ground, so stopper knot wouldn't be any benefit there. So, so that's it. I think it looks a little bit fiddlier and more finicky than it really is. And I think that was my problem last time too when I did this video. I didn't really quite have everything sorted out, but I've got everything sorted out a whole lot better now. It's a lot cleaner and easier than making it show. You know, I think, like I said, everything I have, like my backup tether / lineman belt, whatever I want to use it as, I have this with me anyway, because I like the redundancy in the air. I like having 2 tethers. That goes without saying. So I already have this short piece of rope, you know, and this extra carabiner anyway. The only other extra, and then actually, again, rides in this here, this Kafaru pouch right there. I don't even use like the big dump pouches because I don't need to fit, because that was one of my complaints too, was like 30 feet of rope. I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to carry a bigger like side pouch. I don't like those big side pouches. They kind of dangle. But then I thought, well, I don't really walk in with my saddle anyway. I put it on, everything goes in my backpack. So why not just have it in my pack? When I walk up to the tree, that's the first thing to come out. You see, I either put the saddle on or I put the rope on the tree first. So what does it matter? So I can still get by with a smaller pouch. This gets wound up. Sorry, I'm tripping over it. This gets wound up and gets put, again, it's a bow pull-up rope. I had this rope anyway. No matter what, I'm gonna have this rope with me, this piece of paracord with me, so that's nothing extra. So the only thing extra was that orange extra carabiner, and like big deal, I clip it to the molly loops on the back side of this thing, and it's one of those things I probably have with me anyway, because it's never a bad idea to have, you know, one more carabiner, kind of like just in case. Sorry, I'm kind of sweating right now. So it's never a bad idea to have that, you know, just in case. So that's it. I hope you saw me coming down the tree really easy. That munter hitch does a really good job. I would definitely practice it when it's wet out, when it's cold out. Don't trust it. You know, if the first time you decide to go use that rappel method, don't make it, you know, late season December when it's like -5 degrees out and your hands don't work, or the rope might be stiff or icy or something like that. Okay, it's going to change the friction level of everything. So definitely practice that at low level before you decide to go all the way up to 18-20 feet and find out the hard way that the ground's hard. So anyway, I hope you like this. I know it wasn't all encompassing as far as rappel method and that kind of stuff. Please go and check out other channels. Go check out professional instructors about how to use these knots and these ropes and rappelling and everything like that. This is just me doing what I'm doing. I'm not showing you, instructing you how to rappel. That's, you're really taking your own, you know, I mean, anytime we go up in the tree, you're taking risks and you're taking your own life in your own hands. So make sure you do it properly and don't just listen to a guy like me. So anyway, be safe, happy hunting. If you like this, like, share, and subscribe. If you have any weird comments like, oh, it was a crappy video because you didn't show, I don't want to hear it, I'll just delete it, whatever. I've gotten to that point with YouTube. I love all you guys that actually really, you know, have constructive criticism, but the rest of you, I just delete. So anyway, if you're so inclined, you guys can go make a video and feel the wrath of the awesomeness that is YouTube. But anyway, that's an aside thing. Yeah, be safe out there, and happy hunting.